Now, back to more of Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theatre. And your host, Lisa Condon.
Thank you all for listening. I'm thrilled to be here with Effie Ardema. She plays Dawn in Waitress, which is coming to the Hanover Theatre May 22nd through May 26th. We're very excited to have the support and the generous co-sponsorship of Unibank and Worcester State University that makes our run possible. Thank you again, Effie, and welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, I saw Waitress on Broadway, and I am thrilled that you guys are coming to Worcester and the Hanover Theatre because the music is awesome, the story is awesome, you laugh, you cry, the dance numbers are awesome, and it's hysterical all at the same time.
Yeah, I love those things about it too.
And so tell us a little bit from your perspective when people ask you, oh, so what's this new show you're doing? What do you tell them?
Well, most of the people that I've talked to about Waitress already know at least something about it. They either at least know that about Sarah Bareilles, about the music, or something about the movie, which was the source material, which was written by Adrienne Shelley as a Valentine to her baby. And kind of grew into this much larger story. So usually they know something about it, but they might not know all of the elements. They might not know that even though the subject matter is really heavy, that it is so funny. Or they might not know how amazing the music is. And it's really just been a complete dream of a piece to work on because it is so juicy.
I bet. And so tell us a little bit about your journey and how you got cast for the role.
Sure, yeah. So I auditioned twice, once for the national tour and once for the Broadway company. They put me on tape, and I heard the last time I went in was in July, and then in February of this year, so about 6 months later, I got a phone call saying, "Can you be here in 3 days?" To
Whoa!
On the tour.
Seriously?
So it came out of the clear blue sky. I mean, I had auditioned and stuff, but a lot of time had passed, and I didn't really even realize that they had videotaped it. I think I was aware of that before I went in, but because of the adrenaline and stuff, I didn't remember that. So I really, really didn't expect to get cast, and yeah, it's been awesome. It was a really fast process coming into it, but now I've been out with the show since February. My first show was February 16th, so next week will mark 100 shows for me and me with this company. The show itself just had its celebration for 600 shows.
Wow.
So there are still some people in the cast who've been with it since the beginning. There's even the person who I play opposite, Jeremy Morris, has been with the company since it was out of town before it ever went to Broadway. He's been in every production of Waitress so far.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool, and his journey's been much longer than mine. But I'm now starting to feel like I've actually been here for a little while, and have really grown to love this character and the story even more than I did originally.
Well, so tell us a little bit about what do you love about playing the role of Dawn?
Oh, I love her journey. I love how identifiable she is. I meet people after every show at the stage door who just swear that they are Dawn, and they see themselves in her because she just so badly wants to be loved and wants to love another person and have a romantic relationship and find the love of her life. And her journey goes from being this extremely introverted person who suffers greatly because of her obsessiveness and her fear, and she meets somebody who compliments her and is just as weird as she is, but in a totally different way. And it really brings her out of her shell and makes her joyful. And it's a really beautiful journey to watch. I mean, she is the image for Jenna, the main character, of what her life could have been like, and is sort of like the inspiration for her it is one of the inspirations for her to want to get out of the bad marriage that she's in, is watching Dawn sort of bloom. So it's a joy every night to get to do that.
You said that so well, and I remember when I was watching the production on Broadway, I remember your character, and I remember your love interest character, and just the chemistry is great between those two characters, and the writing is so funny, and you're right, people do completely identify with you as well as with Jenna. I think that every character in Waitress is very accessible for people. So if people are just tuning in, I am here and I am speaking with Effie Artema. She plays Dawn in Waitress, which is coming to the Hanover Theatre May 22nd through 26th. We do have some tickets still available at the Hanover Theatre. We spell theater with an RE.org. And how about some of the songs, Dawn? Because Sarah Bareilles does do an amazing job on the music for this musical. Do you have any absolute favorites or tips for people who may not have seen the musical before to pay attention, because this one or these two numbers are going to be coming up and you're going to be blown away?
Well, you can listen to the cast recording if you want to ahead of time. I mean, it's an incredible cast album. There's actually, if people are looking for like tips on enjoying the music, there's a recording that Sarah did of the ideas of the songs before they did it on Broadway. So there are recordings of her and her friends singing all of these songs. I think it's called What's Inside is what the album's called.
Oh, that's so cool.
And so that's been really interesting to listen to when I was learning the music, was to hear how it felt to Sarah before they put it on these actors and before it went through rewrites and stuff. My favorite song to sing every night is Soft Place to Land.
Yes.
I just think it's like so poetic and beautiful and uplifting.
It is beautiful and uplifting. You're right. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. Everybody, if you're around for Memorial Day weekend, leading up to Memorial Day, make sure you check out Waitress playing at the Hanover Theatre. And again, tickets are available at the Hanover Theatre, spelled with an RE.org. Anything else you want to tell our audience before we have to say goodbye?
Shout out to my friends in Stoneham. I know a couple of them. My friend Elise Robbins is coming with her whole family, and I am really excited to be in Massachusetts again. I have worked there several times, and I really love it.
That's awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to give you all a warm Worcester welcome. And for everybody listening, stay tuned. We'll be back after this quick break here on WCRN AM 830.